The Malay language has a complex system of styles, titles and honorifics, which are used extensively in Brunei, Malaysia, and the southern Philippines. Malaysia, Brunei and several provinces in Indonesia regularly award honorary and life titles. What follows in this article is specific to the Malaysian system. References to Brunei and Indonesia are given when pertinent. In Malaysia, all non-hereditary titles can be granted to both men and women. Every title has a form which can be used by the wife of the title holder. This form is not used by the husband of a titled woman. Such a woman will bear a title which is the same as a titled man. Singapore, whose Malay royalty was abolished by the British colonial government in 1891, has adopted civic titles for its leaders. The Philippines historically used Malay titles during its pre-Hispanic period, as evidenced by the titles of historical figures such as Raja Suleiman, Lakandula and Dayang Kalangitan. Malay titles are still used by the royal houses of Sulu, Maguindano, Bayan, and Maranao on the southern Philippine island of Mindanao, but these are retained on a traditional basis, as the 1987 Constitution explicitly reaffirms the abolition of royal and noble titles in the Republic. Indonesia, meanwhile, as a republic, does not recognize hereditary rulers and aristocratic systems. Nevertheless, their royal titles and honors are still used as courtesy titles. The sequence that should be used when formally writing or addressing a person's name is honorary style, professional rank, royal hereditary title, federal title, state title, non-royal hereditary title, doctor, Haji, Hajja, name. For instance, in the Brunei, the title for one of Bruneian traditional ministers whose honorary title would be Yang Berhormat. Profession rank is Pehing Arang Kaya Seri Setia Lela. State title is Datuk Seri Setia. Traditional Bruneian Malay prefix title for non-royalty is Awang. When in the home state, the state title may precede the federal title. An example would be former Chief Minister of Sarawak, Adinan Satang, whose federal title is Tan Sri and state title is Pehing Sri. His title would be expressed as either. Another exception is when a person has received an award from a state other than the person's home state. When visiting the award bestowing state, that state's title will take the place of a home state's title. As an example, the former Prime Minister, Dr. Mahathir, will be titled as follows. A style carried by virtue of royal title always trumps those carried by non-royal titles. Male royals may choose to append Al-Hajj to their name instead of using Haji. The following example is correct. The following titles are hereditary and reserved for royal families of the royal families of Brunei and 9 royal states of Malaysia. The following styles and official titles are used for members of the royal house in Brunei. For those who have blood ties with the royal family who are married, styled as prince or princess in English, and given the hereditary honorific prefix Pengiran. The titles for grandchildren apply to great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren. For generations following that, the title is only Pengiran. A person who marries a distant member of the royal family is given the title Pengiran Anak. The title is lost if they divorce. Unmarried distant royal children have the title Awangku if male or Dayangku if female. Another minor royal titles include titles of Malaysian royalty and rulers. In Malaysia, the Yang di-Pertuan Agong grants honours to recipients nominated by the Government of Malaysia as awards which are honorary and non-hereditary. These honours may also be revoked by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong or returned by the individual. Some of the highest honours bestowed carries with them the titles of Tun, Tan Sri or Datuk. There is a maximum number of Malaysian subjects who may be award holders at any one time. These numerical limits apply only to Malaysian subjects. Foreigners may be awarded such titles in a supernumerary and honorary capacity and may use the title locally. The Tun title has existed in Malaysian society for hundreds of years. In ancient times, Tun was an honorific title used by noble people of royal lineage, inherited by the male descendants. Over time, the Tun title has become a title conferred by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong to the most deserving. recipient who has highly contributed to the nation. Tune as the most senior federal title awarded to recipients of either the Seri Maharaja Mangku Negara. However, the SMN and SSM are not the highest federal awards, ranking 4th and 5th, respectively. There may not be more than 25 living holders of each of these awards at any one time. The title for the wife of a tun is called Topung. The recipients and their wives are then bestowed with the style of Yang Ahmad Berbagia or. The SMN is usually awarded to newly appointed Yang Dipatua Negri and to all the retired Prime Ministers of Mal.